What kind of encouragement do you take from today and the past several days now that that March 23rd bottom is a full 2 weeks behind us?
I think what we were looking for when we got today was a little bit of good news. The flattening of the curve, I think that's what investors were looking for. There was so much negative news that we were having over the last couple of weeks. And as we go into the next couple of weeks, we know the news is not going to be good. We know that earnings are going to come out in a pretty disappointing way, and guidance is going to be pretty dismal. So I think what we needed was to say, okay, we've got two crises here, a humanitarian crisis and a financial crisis. We know that we can get through the financial crisis, but we needed something, and we got a little bit of it today, but we need more. We need a therapeutic, we need a vaccine, and I think the markets kind of took a breather on the positive, but I think we've got a long way to go.
And Kristina, what are your thoughts here? Is this a bottom in the market that we can trust or potentially a false bottom?
Well, I think that we're likely to see stocks move up. It's not going to be a smooth movement up. But the reality is that we need to see progress in three areas. We need health policy to be working, we need fiscal policy to be working, and we need monetary policy to be working. And if you think about it, over the last several weeks, we got monetary policy and we got fiscal policy in the United States. And to get some encouraging news about the growth in infection rates being lower than expected is what we needed to hear. That's telling us that that dramatic drop in economic activity that we're seeing is paying off. And that really lays the foundation for a V-shaped recovery. Now, not a smooth V-shaped recovery. It's likely to be slow to start with. It's likely to be rather jagged. But it does mean that we do have the potential for a nice rebound after a dramatic drop.
Kristina, thank you very much. Serat, let's turn to what you mentioned just a moment ago, and that is that in just a few days, we're going to start to see some earnings numbers coming out of American and global corporations. What do you expect to hear here? And maybe even more tellingly, what do you expect to hear by way of commentary or guidance?
I think a couple of things. One is, what are companies seeing on the ground in terms of demand? And then I think the important thing that everybody's going to be focused on is cash flow and balance sheet. And how are companies survive over the next couple of quarters when they know for the first time that revenue has dropped so drastically? And I think those are the key things to watch for us to get a bottom in this market.
All right, Serat, thank you very much. And Kristina Hooper, thank you. Serat Sethi and Kristina Hooper joining us tonight.